Where is a love of soccer at its purest, and it had to be the worst team in the world who was still playing despite never having won a game. And so we spent maybe 6 months calling the CEO of the Federation, Tavi Tatamu, and asking him, begging him really, would he allow us to come to the island and spend some time with the team to see if we could try and capture the essence of why those guys were playing and what brought them all together and what their love was for the game. And if we could capture it, maybe we could bottle it and bring it back to Europe with us and, allow other people to fall back in love with the game. And we just didn't know that the story would be as good as it was when we got there. And so now it's like we come one step further. Obviously we made a doc and, a handful of people saw it. But then the opportunity to tell the same story on a bigger scale and communicate these amazing people on a much, on a movie of this size is incredible.
I watched the documentary and I was so taken by it and I was so impressed that I ended up getting in touch with them and saying I'd love to turn this into a film. They already had the idea to do that, and it was just perfect timing, really.
The character, obviously, he does exist in real life, Thomas Rongan, but once we started, developing the character on set, actually, it started to sort of take legs and go actually further away from the real Thomas Rongan to sort of serve the story that we were telling.
I played Tavita. He's the most important person in the story. He pretty much sets the whole thing in motion with his passion and drive in real life as well. So I felt a big responsibility to do him justice. I haven't met the man. I'm a little bit scared to.
I am a massive soccer fan, as we call it football. I'm a massive fan, and I'm a massive Taika fan. And so he just texted me one day, said, hey, you're going to come and do this for a couple of days. And I said, okay.
I met her at the launch party. It was like a day or two before we started shooting, and she told me, girl, I understand that this character you're playing is not an exact replica of my story or my life. She said, this is going to be a character that, of course, has my name and has elements of me, but it also has elements of you. And the character also has elements of what Taika wrote into it. That was huge for me because I've never acted before, and on top of that, it was an actual living person. So I'm like, what did I get myself into?
Kaimana is perfect. It's hard to find an actress that is Samoan, a Fa'afafine, a trans woman, is athletic and can act. And it just so happened that they found Kaimana in the backyard, in Hawaii, and she's perfect.
Taika and I have been friends for a while, and we wanted something to write together or work on together. And he watched the documentary the guys have made and was like, "This is it," because he's, obviously got this incredible, cultural attachment to, South Pacific and Pacific Islands and stuff. And I know about soccer, and I'm European, so it's basically so we're like, okay, we can put the two things together.
All right, 1 second, cut, 1 second.
Yeah, thank you. One more.